What's up? We got Supergirl Season 1, Episode 11, Stranger from Another Planet. So this episode starts off with Supergirl doing a narration where she's talking about stuff, and then she ends it with "from mom." Okay, Kara, you realize your mom. You realize that you're not talking to your mom, right? You're talking to us, the audience. That's a very weird line. So then it just takes us to Kara and Alex, and Kara's talking about how ever since Wynn kissed her, Wynn's been pretty distant because he feels bad about how he should have kissed her. So yeah, so as they're walking in, we see, oh no, it's Kara's ex-husband. Oh, you mean Melissa Benoist's ex-husband? Yeah, Melissa Benoist's ex-husband in this episode. Yeah, I guess they got divorced right during this episode. The story is that this dude turned out to be a pretty crappy guy once he and Melissa Benoist got married. At least she's with Chris Woods now, another Supergirl co-star she met on set. Pretty funny. But we like Christopher Woods more. We'll be getting to his character next season on Supergirl and Friends. Because that's basically this show. So, yeah. The whole story is that this dude abused Melissa Benoist as they're married. So she divorced him. Plain and simple. And she's now married to Chris Woods, as I said. But anyway, Alex starts saying about how that... then we meet the guy who we going, and he's like, it's probably terrible for you working for a person like Cat Grant, huh? And she's like, Cat Grant can sometimes be awful, but sometimes she's nice, and yeah. So then Alex is like, oh Kara, that guy likes you. He was flirting with you. That guy likes you. He's flirting with you. Yeah. So then we see Wynn's like, hey, I got Kara. I'm still trying to avoid you. Another elevator, please. And yeah, so then she's like, the Cat's like, who's in her office? And she realized that the guy Kara was talking to is Cat's son, Adam Foster. It seems like yeah, so the whole story is that Kara wrote him a letter. Saying how Miss Grant missed him. So he took it as, yeah, I gotta go see her. And Cat's pretty mad, saying, Kara, you're fired for this. Get out of my building. Like, this is the second time that's happened. This is the second time that's happened. Yeah. So she's like, hey, she never got to grow up with her mom, so wouldn't you want Adam to get to know his mom? Since as Kat said, she hasn't seen Adam since he was a baby, and he looks like he's like 24 years old. If she hasn't seen him since he's a baby, then wow, it's been like a long gap since the last time she saw him. So yeah, so we also know Senator McCrane. We have Senator McCrane in this episode. She's a senator who wants hashtag down with aliens and thinks they're a threat to our freedom in our lives. But then a monster attacks, and John knows who that monster is. It's a white Martian. It's a white Martian, and he knows what a white Martian is. So then they go wait, no, don't actually go. So yeah, so Kara saves Senator McCrane and takes her DEO, and she's like, "Oh, I'm not staying here. I'm not staying here with this alien." And she's like, your kind wants to cause destruction, not peace. Bye." So yeah. So she's like, so Jean was like, she's like, "What's up with that?" And she's like, "It's a white Martian." And she's like, "Just like you." And John's like, "It's nothing like me," doing his best Batman impression. He's like, "It's nothing like me. I it destroyed all of the white Martians." Yeah, he was really trying to. Was David Harwood trying to do his best Batman impression? Because Bella Boy did his. Oh, he was like, "Ain't nothing like me. The white Martians slaughtered all the green Martians." And David Harwood, maybe you should. Hey, Sean, maybe you should become the next Batman. I know a lot of people are gonna find that hilarious because I find it hilarious too. But yeah, was David Harwood trying to do his best Batman impression? Because it kind of sounds like he was trying to do his best Batman impression. Yeah. So he later explained. He's like, "I'm not gonna do it again," but he's yeah. He's like, yeah. They wanted the white Martians wanted them to to create weapons, and once they tried to go to the front, some of the women were sent to labor, and some of them were put into the furnace, and John had to watch his wife and child die by the flame. Yeah, really, that's kind of dark. Show, you're meant to be lighthearted. I guess you want to give Jean, aka Martian Manhunter, more, more like a backstory. But saying that his wife and kids were killed by his wife and child, two daughters were killed by white Martians. So yeah, so then James is like, hey, I think there's something up with Senator Crane. She's like, did she always have those white eyes? And she's like, no, not after you saved her. So we can already suspect that Sarah McCrane is the white Martian. So, yeah. So then what happens is, sorry. So then what happens is that Sarah McCrane mentions her attacker being a white Martian, but John catches on and is like, "Hey, I never mentioned your attacker was a white Martian," revealing the alien her as a white Martian, and she attacked Jean. Yeah, so they try to find where the real senator is, and while that's happening, Kat goes on a dinner date with her son, Adam. But tries to go on a dinner date with her son, Adam. But Adam is like, "You only care about yourself. Did you write that letter?" And she's like, "No, yes, I did write that letter." And she's like, "Yeah, but I couldn't be the best mom to you." And he's like, "See, talking about you only care about yourself, Kat. So, thanks for the dinner, Kat, and leave." So yeah, yeah. Kara tries to get them both on speaking terms by saying, Kat says she's sorry. And he's like, "But," and she's like, "No, but she's just really, really sorry." And that forms a relationship, and then that starts Adam and Kara to go out on a date. Yeah, because and she's like, "Is your name? Is your name Kira, or Kara?" And she's like, "Kira to your mom, but Kara to everybody else." Kira's also her name in Smallville. We all know. I mean, yeah. So yeah, but so the white Martian is like, so the white Martian uses his white eyes to be like, "Hey, you surrender yourself, John Jones, or I'll kill your agent." So they have to so they have to fly and go down and defeat the white Martian. So yeah, so they start in Martianese, but then Kara It's like, no, I'm not gonna help you kill it. But he's like, nope, kryptonite cuffs on you. And she's like, what are you doing? And she's like, and she's like, I'm not gonna let you get into my. So they capture the white Martian, and she's like, how many more are you? Thousands, millions. And he's like, let them come. And then she starts growling and turns into her Martian form for no apparent reason, just because they wanted it. And yeah. And then Kara and Alex are just hanging out at home when they see Supergirl throw a truck into a mountain. And they're like, wait, what? To end the episode. Okay, so I thought the episode was okay. It was pretty good. It was good. It was a good episode. I really enjoyed it. It was good to see more of Jean's past, even though he tried to do his best Batman impression. Even though it wasn't his Batman impression, I just wanted to make a joke out of it. And yeah, we learned So we learned about Kat's past too, about her son, who's actually played by, as I said before, Moise Benoist's ex-husband, who abused her, so she divorced him. How could a great guy in the show be a terrible person in real life? Kara and Adam have this really great chemistry, but to only know that in real life, he was horrible to her in real life. How could the show do that? But anyway, that was it for this video, and I'll see you next time for some more Supergirl.